Welcome to the broadcast. I hope you are doing amazing out there today. If you're excited and you're joining me live, give me a hashtag live. If you're joining me after the fact, give me a hashtag replay. I wanted to jump on and talk today about a couple of situations I've had, not recently, but situations that kind of reoccur. And one of the big things that I noticed often is, and that people ask and that people are trying to figure out, especially in like staffing, but also in just getting people to stay motivated to do something, is how do you do it? How do you take someone who's an emotional animal for essence and turn them into someone who can continuously be motivated to make progress, be motivated to move forward? And how can you continuously get people to be excited about where they're headed and excited about what they're doing? Because what happens often is someone will get excited on like the first couple of weeks of their job. They'll get excited about what they're doing. They'll get excited about their new health program, their new business program or whatever. And then after a week or so, it wears off and then they fall off the face of the earth, and then it becomes a hassle trying to get people to stay motivated. But it doesn't have to be that way. And I think one of the things that we don't do well as business owners, and especially and as people who are course creators and program creators and all of that, and just regular people, is we don't really help people understand what the bigger picture at hand is. And we don't help people understand that there's something that we can all rally toward that leads us to feel like we're part of something bigger. So one thing that I would encourage everybody to look into is the idea of game theory. And so if you're familiar with game theory, just drop a yes down below and give me a little synopsis. But the idea is everybody will work together, even at the detriment of the individual, so the group and collective entity can survive or do better. A good example of this is looking at a stoplight. Everybody stops at the stoplight. Nobody wants to. Everybody wants to blow past it. But they know that if they do, they will get hit and the individual will be hurt. So they all stop and everybody works as a collective entity to make sure the thing functions and goes well. So now when we think about this inside of like, let's look at a scenario I had recently. I was recruiting a bunch of new sales reps. We had people who wanted to be appointment setters and we had people coming in to be closers. I had a call with like 15 people. We were getting them ready and organized. And one of the big things that we have to do to get people motivated and organized and really feeling like this is going to be something that they can do, that they want to do, that they'll be excited about doing, that they can continue doing, is helping them see the bigger picture. And so we were recruiting for a health and fitness brand. And the idea behind it was you're not just sitting here selling. You're not just selling people a health package. You're not just selling people the ability to lose weight. You are the epicenter of solving the obesity epidemic. You're the people here helping these business owners solve the obesity epidemic. You are the people here solving one of the biggest problems of our current society and one of the biggest issues that we will face. You have one of the biggest jobs on your shoulder right now. And so you should be proud to be able to shoulder that and to be able to be on the epicenter and the ground floor of solving this. And so then how do we keep doing this? Because what does that do? Well, that gets people motivated to want to be part of that right there, to want to rally behind it, to want to do it. Well, then when we get in our staff meetings, every staff meeting is, hey, check out so-and-so who did really well. Check out so-and-so who did really well. Check out this that we did. Look how close we're getting to getting 10,000 people to lose 100 pounds or more. Look how much closer we're getting to this big idea. The thing that is our responsibility as the CEO or as the business owner or as the janitor or whatever you call yourself is to be able to continuously sell this grand vision, to be able to continuously get people to buy into this vision and to get people to continuously to become excited about this vision. As business owners, it's our responsibility to sell that to our staff. It's our responsibility to sell that to our customers and clients. Eventually, it's our responsibility to sell that to our investors or people who want to buy the business. Because ultimately, no matter what level we're at, people operate emotionally, and people will never forget the way that they feel, and they will never forget what they're rallying toward. And so if you build a community, and if you build that community feel and that feel that they're rallying towards something bigger than what they are and something deeper than who they are, and something that they feel changes the world for them, they'll rally behind you forever and they'll be excited about it. And it becomes less about perks, less about money, less about all these things, and more about being part of the commitment to really make a change and the commitment to really make things happen in the world and change things in the world. And it doesn't matter if you're in weight loss, business, how, whatever. part of the game is understanding that your responsibility is to help people feel better about where they're headed in the game. If you're working with clients, for example, not in a business situation, but you're actually just coaching, part of understanding getting clients to actually continuously do stuff, get them to do their work, get them to move forward, is to help them recognize that you want to put one foot in front of the other, setting up micro steps and microcosms of wins, but you also want them to see and recognize that there's a much deeper meaning behind what they're doing. It's not just the fact that they're going to lose weight. It's the fact that they're going to head here, that they're going to be able to walk with their kids, that they're going to be able to do this big thing they wanted to do. And so we have to sprinkle that in our content. We have to sprinkle that in the collective education products that we produce for these people. And we have to continuously, even sometimes subtly, remind them of the place they're headed and the places that they're going, so they continuously feel good about the fact that they're on the path to getting there. Because sometimes it's easy to fall off the path. It's easy to fall off track. But when they're continuously reminded, but all over the place, that puts them in a place where they continuously feel good about where they're headed. And if they continuously feel good about it, it gives them that reminder, and it gives them that motivation, and it gives them that push to want to keep doing it. So ultimately, we have to be able to do this across the board. And part of this is learning how to communicate your grand vision with yourself and simplifying exactly where you need to go, how it works in society and how it makes the world a better place, and ultimately how to display that when speaking to people. So let me know if that makes sense. I know there's a few people watching. Just drop a makes sense down below if that makes sense to you. If this is valuable, just give me a valuable down below. And that's pretty much all I have to say today. If you've got questions, drop those down below. Let me know what your number one biggest takeaway is from this video, and then I will talk to you all next time.